Hi, it's Mark Garrett here from UK Lock Sport. I've got this Lish lock here. I'll show the key. It's nothing fantastic. The bidding is actually one of the worst biddings I think I've seen on the Lish lock. If I can get that, there. It's basically non-existent. Here's Lish, as you can see there, LSH. It does work. And as you can see, it's locked. I'm just going to do a video on raking, and I'm going to be looking at different types and styles. I'm going to be using these two first of all, and these are just H&H rakes. These are what I call most common rakes you see on the TV. The bottom one here is the one they usually pull out, and then this one above it is another one they usually pull out. I might add they never tension the lock half the time in the films. 1 second, let me get focus on here. There we are. Right, so I'm going to say something now about the jiggling, because it usually moves out of place. So I'll just put some tension on here. Just needs light tension. Don't know whether you can see. Yeah. This rake requires a lot of work because it's not got as much bidding as on here. You are constantly having to move back to the front, whereas this one's just quick, sharp movements. I like to go in a circular motion for the most part. Oh, just had that then. Sorry about that. It was actually the front pin that wasn't set, and that's what I mean by you have to go backwards and forwards. There we are. Quite repeatedly with that one. So like that up. Now, with this rake, it's longer, so I don't have to go all the way to the back, all the way to the front. So what I'll find is that it'll probably open a bit quicker, to be quite honest with you. Just get in there. And there you are. See? But this rake here would be no good in a filing cabinet because they're usually like about 3-4 pins, whereas this one would be ideal for it. And you can get some deeper sets on this one rather than this one. Moving on to the next two most common rakes you see mostly on the internet. And that is the Bogota and the Worm. Bogota's on the bottom here, triple peak. Get this for you so you can see a bit better. I mean, that's got some wild bidding on there. Nice if you can get it in the keyway. Sometimes you can't, so you have to go for the Worm here, which can just get into them tighter keyways because it's not as big as this, and also a bit shallower bidding here, whereas that's more for wild bidding, I find anyway. That's just me personally. So zip it onto there, and well, if I can get that. Right, I'm going to have a go with the Bogota first. So it is locked, light tension. Oh, if I can even get in, and there we are. That is why the Bogota is one of the best rakes, if not the best rake actually. I'd say it is by far. Gets into, well, most locks, you'll be surprised. And here's the Worm. This is the Sparrow's Worm. Actually might have done this with the Sparrow Bogota before, but it actually broke on me in the door, and I find it is open. I find the metal on the Sparrows almost so it's springy, and it is quite tough metal. If I can just focus in on there, they do snap quite easy. I mean, that was my Bogota, and you can see the point which snapped that is basically just on that last ridge. As these are handmade by Capiche, and I do suggest if you do lock sports, if you know somebody that does make lock picks, then get them to make your set. You find they're far better quality when they're handmade. They're usually made from window shield wiper blade, and it's just, if you can hear that, then this is, it's just more tangy. It's hard to explain unless you've got it really, but these are a far higher quality. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to go now to the city rake, or the L rake, or the landscape rake, whatever people call it. I'm going on to this one. So I'll just reset that, focus it in. If I don't do this, it focuses on the TV in the background. There we are. And we're in with that one. Now don't be discouraged if you're just starting out. You know, you're not going to get every lock open every time with rakes. Sometimes you've just got to SPP it. This rake is actually quite underrated. Most people tend to go for the Bogota and the worm. But sometimes, if you're lucky, it might simulate the bidding of the key a bit easier, and you can even rake it open quicker. So, next I'm going on to my homebrew. Homebrew is always a good way to get going. The Bogota originally was a homebrew as far as I'm aware. I do know the story of it. I just can't remember the countries it comes from. But basically a bloke was watching people picking the locks, and he basically took the idea home and modified it. And it's a really good story. They all know about it on UK Lock Sports. I'm not an expert on it, but it was a homebrew pick. So this is my homebrew. I like it. It's not the best for this lock because it's more of a flat bidding. But we'll have a go with it. Oh, sorry, reset. So I've had to reset the lock. Sorry about that. It's the vibrations and where I'm keeping the tablet balanced up. So anyway, light tension. See, it's not the best rate for this, but it has worked in other locks on some of my previous videos. Let's be quite honest. I'm being a bit gentle with it because it's made out of drain wire, or drain cleaner wire, and so they're very thin. I actually got them to make a thin pick set out of. The only thing is they do snap quite easy actually. That just goes to prove and to show everyone, when I said you're not going to get into every lock every time. You know, this has opened this lock before, but just for time wise I'm going to move on to a different way of raking. I'm actually going to be using just a normal pick. I'm just going to turn it upside down. I'm just going to rock it in like that. So it'll be pushing its way in, and that's called rocking. There we are. So, nice and easy. And you can zip a lock. I haven't actually managed to zip this lock before. And zipping is basically just keep light tension on the top. Not yet. Put your pick all the way to the back first. Then apply light tension. And you just basically pull out dead quick. Reset. And just do it again. Now Bosnian Bill can do this really quick. But I'm not very good at it. Anyway, that's just a little bit about this lock. It's not very good. It'll be sent out to somebody somewhere. I'm not going to SPP it because, well, I have done it. I'm just not going to do it on camera. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please leave any and all comments. If you don't like it, don't like anything I do in the video, please tell me so I can improve and make future videos better. And stay safe, stay legal, and don't use this for any illegal activities, please. I'm not taking any responsibility. This is just for lock sport and just for fun, really. Anyway, take care and look forward to hearing your feedback. Bye.